many times you've been to Japan then?
I'll be hitting my 5th time this September.
Okay.
I play in a band called Stone Sour, which is like a radio rock band, and we actually our single is number 3 right now on the active rock charts.
Oh, cool.
Just got released. The album comes out June 30th. So,
okay.
you know, we're starting up the tour cycle. We actually did a couple shows already, and we're doing another round of dates starting Wednesday. We're direct support for a band called Korn.
Oh, cool.
And we're calling what they call the Sheds, which are basically like the Darien Lake type outdoor, partially covered stage amphitheater type thing.
Okay.
I've been doing this since I was a teenager, but professionally, where I've actually been able to make some money off it, I'd say is the last 15 years.
Okay. What's changed for you touring at this age compared to?
I'm 45, so shit hurts a lot more. A lot of my friends are like, oh man, dude, you're a rock star, you can see the world, all this stuff. And it's like, yeah, I do that for sure, but it's mostly, I know the ins and outs of all the clubs as far as like the backstaging area, and I can tell you where Starbucks is in every airport around the world.
Right. Aside from Japan, what are your other top 5 locations you've been able to visit because of that?
Love Australia. Australia's amazing. The people are just great people. They just want to like have fun. They just want to party and drink and barbecue and just hang out.
That's not the stereotype. They actually like the barbecue.
Oh yeah, for sure, man. It's awesome. Man. It's awesome. I love Europe, man. A lot of the countries in Europe are just incredible. It's just the thought, how they think, the forward thinking, and I love Tokyo. It's an amazing city. I love the dichotomy of the old school and the new school. You can be at the Emperor's Palace and some crazy Zen garden with cherry blossom trees everywhere. And 10 blocks that way, you're at Robot Bar, and there's big robots smashing and crashing as you're eating your food, and it's just like crazy and zany. I love that like nuts vibe about it, the old school and the new school.
If you were trying to explain to somebody like who's never been to Japan, someone who lived in Buffalo, how would you describe the major difference between Japan and, say, Buffalo?
Everything. the past 5 to even 10 years, man, yeah. I've noticed that in these beautiful old warehouse buildings, instead of them just tearing them down and just, putting up some shiny new thing that's going to sit empty, like, because you can't get anybody to go into it. It's actually, they're taking these warehouses and turning them into artists, loft spaces and living quarters and restaurants and bars. And I've seen an influx of they call them millennials. I just call them, the kids who are actually staying in Buffalo and not trying to escape. Because Buffalo was when I grew up, it was like, when you were graduating from high school or college, you got the hell out. I did, man. I moved to New York City for 12 and LA for 7, and now I'm back, and it's never been a better time to be in Buffalo. They just redid Main Street right here. And Town Ballroom is the live music venue is 2 blocks down this way. On the back side of us, you have Mohawk Place, which is a smaller live music venue. Electric Avenue. Beyond that, Steep South Taco. You have Tapo. You have Big Ditch Brewery. You have Buffalo Proper. John Carroll from Proper just opened up Angelica Tea Room, which is on our backside. And not even to mention like Rocklet's down the street right here, literally on the same block, and this little ice cream parlor right next door. It's like you see people walking dogs down here. People from the suburbs don't come into downtown Buffalo on Main Street to walk their dogs. That means there's people living down here now again. As I mentioned before, years ago, if you shot a gun off down here after 5 p.m., nobody would hear it because nobody's down here. But it's a whole different game now, being down here.
That's really, really, really cool.
My name is Johny Chow, and this project is called Misuta Chow's. Misuta is Mr. in Japanese. And we are, how can I put this so I don't pigeonhole ourselves into it? We are a restaurant that is going to be serving Pan-Asian cuisine that is kind of themed off of being in Tokyo City, with an emphasis on 80s pop culture and classic 80s arcade games and pinball machines.